What's up, guys? How you doing? Sean Destiny coming at you. This is another episode of The Scoop, telling you all the stories from the past week and a half has been trending in Nigeria. Let's start with this bad news: monkeypox. Yes, monkeypox has been all over the news, and about 11 people are infected with it in Biafra state. They've been quarantined, of course, for now, but I'm going to tell you some quick facts that you need to know about monkeypox. It's a collection of viruses very similar to smallpox and chickenpox, and as of right now, there is no known cure for the infection, and of course, there's no preventive vaccine for it. So, according to reports, you are advised to stay away from bushmeat, stay away from eating monkeys, if you do eat monkeys, and also stay away from consuming dead animals, so you stay safe. Also, people are advised to watch the way they hang around and shake people and hug people. I know lots of people like to do that to show affection, but right now you're advised to be careful until this epidemic has been put under control by the health workers. Next, let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, who happened to be the biggest in the news this past week. In fact, he received more attention than Nnamdi Kanu himself. Why? Because he has been speaking a lot. He's been talking to the media, talking to the press, and talking specifically about the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu. He said the last time he heard from him was the day the army personnel and soldiers invaded his client's residence in Aba, and since then he has not heard anything. Right now he has filed a lawsuit against the army, telling them to produce his client. Whether or not they've killed him, nobody still knows where Nnamdi Kanu is. There's speculations, but nobody knows for sure, even his lawyers. Still talking about his lawyer, a body called Lawyers of Conscience have come out to say that his lawyer, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, should be arrested by the security operatives because he is an IPOB member. Of course, you know the activities of the IPOB have been proscribed and everything they do has been rendered illegal. So these lawyers of conscience are saying this guy is part of them. I mean, he's fighting for them, so he's definitely one of them, and he should be arrested. In his counter speech, he said, look, if they have any issues with him, let them meet him in court to duke it out. And their allegations are completely baseless. That's what he's saying. I don't know if he's a member. If you know, please tell us about it in the comments below. Still talking about this whole Biafra situation, the president of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo group has said Igbos need to completely forget about the Biafra agitation and focus more on restructuring. That's his position. As he says, the Biafra agenda is not the Igbo agenda. Moving away from the Biafra story, let's talk about politicians and what they've been up to lately this week. Two politicians, in fact, have decided to start making moves against 2019. I'm talking about El Rufai and Fayose. According to reports, El Rufai has hinted that he'll be willing to run again for his position as governor in 2019. Now, of course, Fayose had an elaborate event where he declared his intention to run for president in 2019. One thing that is very key and important for you to note is that INEC has not even lifted the ban, and of course that means that politicians cannot start campaigning for elections in 2019. Let's get back a little into the political scene and talk about the 25 billion naira, aka the 9 trillion naira NNPC scandal. So here's the backstory. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources has written a letter to the president saying that the current GMD, the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, is showing signs of insubordination and not following due process. According to him, he awarded contracts worth $25 billion without following due process, without the approval of the board. That's wrong, especially considering the fact that the government stands against corruption in any form. If somebody is sidestepping due process, then of course it raises a lot of flags. Ibe Kachuku would like the president to act very quickly so that whatever is going on can be clarified and things can be returned to normal. Well, he has had a meeting, or is having a meeting today, this Friday, with the president so that they can sort out all of these issues. But the PDP has come out to speak on this scandal, and they are saying, we suspect that this $25 billion is money budgeted for Mr. President's re-election in 2019. That's according to reports. We don't know for sure if that's what's happening, but we keep watching all the news stories, and we'll bring you the best news stories, and of course, the correct and accurate news stories here on Niger.com. Thank you guys for watching The Scoop. My name remains Sean Destiny. Till I come again next time, be good.